एनसीटी दिल्ली सरकार के शिक्षा निदेशालय ने युवा फुटबॉल के विकास के लिए HCL को साथ लेकर दिल्ली सॉकर एसोसिएशन के साथ साझेदारी की।
जी सर, बताइए।
इन लीग्स में 6500 से अधिक खिलाड़ी और 400 से अधिक टीमें भाग लेंगी। अस्सलामु अलैकुम, मैं ज़मीर अहमद अंसारी और आप देख रहे हैं Z न्यूज़ फॉर यू। अर्ज यह है कि आपने अपने चैनल Z न्यूज़ फॉर यू को अभी तक सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है तो सब्सक्राइब करें और साथ में दिए हुए बेल आइकन को भी दबाएं, जिससे हमारी आने वाली सभी वीडियोस के नोटिफिकेशन सबसे पहले आपको मिल सकें। नई दिल्ली 25 अक्टूबर 2023। एनसीटी दिल्ली सरकार के शिक्षा निदेशालय ने दिल्ली सॉकर एसोसिएशन DAS और देश के अग्रणी वैश्विक व्यापारिक समूह HCL के साथ मिलकर दिल्ली फ्यूचर स्टार्स नाम से एक नए प्रोग्राम की शुरुआत की घोषणा की है। इस पहल का उद्देश्य युवा खिलाड़ियों को अपनी प्रतिभा दिखाने और अपने कौशल को नई ऊंचाइयों पर ले जाने के लिए मंच प्रदान करके राजधानी क्षेत्र में युवा फुटबॉल की दशा और दिशा को बदलना होगा। इस अवसर पर एनसीटी दिल्ली सरकार के शिक्षा निदेशालय श्री हिमांशु गुप्ता मुख्य अतिथि के रूप में उपस्थित थे। HCL दिल्ली फ्यूचर स्टार्स लीग का लक्ष्य दिल्ली यूथ लीग, दिल्ली स्कूल लीग और दिल्ली ग्रास रूट्स लीग सहित 3 प्रमुख लीग्स में क्रांतिकारी बदलाव लाना है। ये साझेदारी दिल्ली के युवाओं के बीच फुटबॉल को नर्चर करने और व्यापक प्रचार प्रसार की दिशा में एक बड़े कदम को दर्शाता है, जो इस क्षेत्र के खेल परिदृश्य को आगे बढ़ाने में एनसीटी दिल्ली सरकार की प्रतिबद्धता का गवाह है। लीग 30 अक्टूबर से शुरू होगी, जिसमें दिल्ली NCR में 6500 से अधिक खिलाड़ी और 400 टीमें शामिल होंगी। युवा खिलाड़ियों, अभिभावकों, स्कूलों और अकादमियों की सक्रिय भागीदारी से ये 3 लीग 10 लाख से अधिक लोगों के टारगेट ऑडियंस तक पहुंचेगी। मैच दिल्ली NCR में 35 विभिन्न स्थानों पर आयोजित किए जाएंगे, जिससे खिलाड़ियों को अपनी प्रतिभा दिखाने और उच्च स्तर पर प्रतिस्पर्धा करने के पर्याप्त अवसर मिलेंगे। एनसीटी दिल्ली सरकार के एजुकेशन डायरेक्टर श्री हिमांशु गुप्ता ने कहा, ये मानते हुए कि शारीरिक फिटनेस, टीम वर्क, अनुशासन और लचीलापन विकसित करने के लिए खेल अपरिहार्य है, सरकार ने एक समग्र वातावरण बनाने के लिए खुद को प्रतिबद्ध किया, जहां छात्र एथलेटिक और शैक्षणिक रूप से विकसित हो सके। दिल्ली फ्यूचर स्टार्स हमारे प्रयास की शुरुआत मात्र है। हम दिल्ली NCR के स्कूलों में जीवंत फुटबॉल परिस्थितिकी तंत्र के भीतर युवा प्रतिभाओं को आगे बढ़ाने में सक्षम बनाने के लिए व्यापक समर्थन, बुनियादी ढांचा और संसाधन प्रदान करने के लिए प्रतिबद्ध हैं। ये सुनिश्चित करते हुए छात्र उत्कृष्टता हासिल करने के लिए अच्छी तरह से सुसज्जित हैं। इस अवसर पर HCL कॉरपोरेशन के डायरेक्टर शिखर मल्होत्रा ने कहा, हमारा मानना है कि एक बेहतरीन खेल माहौल बनाने के लिए सेंटर ऑफ एक्सीलेंस स्थापित करना और ग्रास रूट स्तर पर महत्वपूर्ण निवेश करना आवश्यक है। HCL में हम इस लोकाचार को अपनाते हैं कि सक्रिय रूप से ऐसे प्रोग्राम तैयार करते हैं जो दोनों मोर्चों पर उत्कृष्ट होते हैं। HCL फ्यूचर स्टार्स लीग भारत की युवा प्रतिभाओं को वैश्विक खेल आयोजनों के लिए तैयार करने की हमारी प्रतिबद्धता का प्रमाण है। 4 महीने की व्यापक अवधि में सावधानी पूर्वक तैयार किए गए प्रोग्राम के साथ लीग व्यापक प्रदर्शन और उच्च गुणवत्ता वाली स्पर्धा का वादा करता है। इन उभरते एथलीटों के स्किल और क्षमताओं के नर्चर करने में निवेश करके हम वास्तव में मानव क्षमता की शक्ति में अपने विश्वास को कई गुना बढ़ा सकते हैं। इस साझेदारी पर दिल्ली सॉकर एसोसिएशन के प्रेसिडेंट श्री अनुज गुप्ता ने कहा, फुटबॉल देश में सबसे बड़े और सबसे तेजी से बढ़ते हुए खेलों में से एक है। 3 करोड़ से अधिक की आबादी के साथ दिल्ली में एक बड़े कम्युनिस्ट के साथ फुटबॉल का केंद्र है। DSA और HCL के बीच साझेदारी फुटबॉल टैलेंट पूल को पहचान, नर्चर और विकास की दीर्घकालीन महत्वाकांक्षाओं के लिए आधार तैयार करती है। HCL के मजबूत समर्थन में ये लीग नई ऊंचाइयों को छूने के लिए तैयार है, जिसमें राजधानी शहर हर कोने से बड़ी संख्या में युवा प्रतिभागी शामिल होंगे। सहयोग का उद्देश्य प्रतिभा का नर्चर करना, समावेशिता को बढ़ावा देना और दिल्ली में युवाओं के बीच फुटबॉल के प्रति प्रेम को बढ़ाना है। 3 लीग्स का विवरण, ग्रास रूट लीग U6, U8, U10 और U12 श्रेणी के मैचों में 1000 से अधिक बच्चे भाग लेंगे। 10 सहयोगी आयोजक 10 अलग अलग स्थानों पर इन मैचों का आयोजन करेंगे। इसमें 1500 से अधिक मैच खेले जाएंगे। स्कूल लीग विभिन्न स्कूलों और मान्यता प्राप्त अकादमियों से लड़कों और लड़कियों की कुल 55 टीमें अंडर 13, अंडर 15, अंडर 17 और अंडर 19 श्रेणी के मैचों में भाग लेंगी। ये मैच 2 स्थानों पर होंगे, छत्रसाल स्टेडियम और त्यागराज स्टेडियम दिल्ली में। यूथ लीग दिल्ली एनसीआर से लड़कों लड़कियों की कुल 66 टीमें अंडर 13, अंडर 15, अंडर 17 और अंडर 19 श्रेणी के मैचों में भाग लेंगी। यूथ लीग और स्कूल लीग में शीर्ष क्लब, अकादमियों और स्कूल भाग लेंगे। विभिन्न श्रेणियों में टीमों की संख्या इस प्रकार है। लड़के कैटेगरी U13, स्कूल लीग में कुल टीमें 10, यूथ लीग में कुल टीमें 10 और हिस्सा लेने वाली कुल टीमें 20। कैटेगरी U15, स्कूल लीग्स में कुल टीमें 14, यूथ लीग्स में कुल टीमें 11, हिस्सा लेने वाली कुल टीमें 25। कैटेगरी U17, स्कूल लीग्स में कुल टीमें 17, स्कूल लीग्स में कुल टीमें, यूथ लीग्स में कुल टीमें 14 और हिस्सा लेने वाली कुल टीमें 31। कैटेगरी U19, स्कूल लीग्स में कुल टीमें 7, यूथ लीग्स में कुल टीमें 16 और हिस्सा लेने वाली कुल टीमें 23। लड़कियों में कैटेगरी U15 में स्कूल लीग्स में कुल टीमें 3 और यूथ लीग्स में कुल टीमें 9, हिस्सा लेने वाली कुल टीमें 12। कैटेगरी U17 में लड़कियों के लिए स्कूल लीग्स की कुल टीमें 4 और यूथ लीग्स में कुल टीमें 7, हिस्सा लेने वाली कुल टीमें 11। HCL के बारे में कुछ जानकारी आपके सामने प्रस्तुत है। 1976 में भारत के मूल IT गैराज स्टार्टअप में से एक के रूप में स्थापित HCL आधुनिक कंप्यूटर में अग्रणी है। इसे कई चीजें पहली बार करने का श्रेय जाता है, जिसमें 1978 में अपने वैश्विक समकक्षों के काफी पहले 8 बिट माइक्रो प्रोसेसर आधारित कंप्यूटर की शुरुआत भी शामिल है। आज HCL उद्यम की उपस्थिति विभिन्न क्षेत्रों में, जिसमें प्रौद्योगिकी, स्वास्थ्य सेवा और प्रतिभा प्रबंधन समाधान शामिल है। और इसमें 3 कंपनियां शामिल हैं, HCL इन्फोसिस्टम्स, HCL टेक्नोलॉजी और HCL हेल्थ केयर। यह उद्यम 55 देशों में कार्यरत 2,20,000 से अधिक कर्मचारियों के साथ 12.9 मिलियन अमेरिकी डॉलर से अधिक का वार्षिक राजस्व उत्पन्न करता है। अधिक जानकारी के लिए www.hcl.com पर जाकर सर्च कर सकते हैं। दिल्ली सॉकर एसोसिएशन के बारे में कुछ जानकारी आपके सामने है। दिल्ली सॉकर एसोसिएशन दिल्ली में फुटबॉल के खेल के लिए शासी निकाय है, जो अखिल भारतीय फुटबॉल महासंघ से संबद्ध है। DSA दिल्ली में फुटबॉल की ग्रोथ और डेवलपमेंट की दिशा में काम करता है। यह उच्चतम स्तर की व्यवसायिकता और सत्यनिष्ठा के लिए काम करने के लिए प्रतिबद्ध है, ताकि ये सुनिश्चित किया जा सके कि दिल्ली में फुटबॉल से जुड़ने की इच्छा रखने वाले हर व्यक्ति को प्रोत्साहित किया जाए और ऐसा करने में सक्षम बनाया जाए और खेल को अपना सर्वश्रेष्ठ दिया जाए। अधिक जानकारी के लिए www.footballdilly.com पर जाकर सर्च किया जा सकता है।
Which is HCL Future Stars League. We believe that this is a small step towards tapping into potential football talent with the aim of identifying international level players. This age group in particular is the correct age at which children need to be given the opportunity to develop their talents. Currently, there is a lack of Indian football players at the international level. We believe that this needs to be changed, and this is our very first step in that direction. We can't wait to see what the future holds. Today, at this press conference, I would like to welcome Mr. Anuj Gupta, President of Delhi Soccer Association, Mr. Shikhar Malhotra, Director and Board Member of HCL Corporation, and CEO and Vice Chairman of HCL Healthcare. Mr. Himanshu Gupta, IAS, Director, Education, Govt of NCT of Delhi, who is here to grace this occasion. And we also have with us our key leadership, Mr. Jagdish Malhotra, Senior Vice President, DSA, Mr. Narendra Kumar Bhatia, Vice President, DSA, Mr. Bhagwan Singh Negi, Vice President, DSA, Mr. Baljinder from Victorex, Mr. Rizwan ul Haq, Vice President, DSA. And now I would like to request Mr. Jagdish Malhotra, Mr. Rizwan ul Haq, and Mr. Liaquat Ali to felicitate Mr. Shikhar Malhotra from HCL. Thank you so much, gentlemen. Now I would like to request Mr. Bhagwan Singh Negi, Mr. Narendra Kumar Bhatia, and our squadron leader, Mr. Sudhir Kumar Singh, to felicitate Shri Himanshu Gupta. And now I request Mr. Anuj Gupta, President, Delhi Soccer Association, to say a few words.
Good afternoon, everyone. Generally, I always speak from my heart, but I've been told that I have to speak from what has been given to me. So I think I will take the first instance. It's very difficult for me to read and talk about this initiative. Firstly, thank you very much to Shikhar Malhotra, Director HCL, for being here and making this event a historical event. And Himanshu sir के बारे में क्या कहना है, मतलब मैं सर को एक साल से जानता हूँ, and he's always been extremely proactive in terms of promoting sports as a whole. So sir, once again, thank you for giving us this opportunity to make this event, league, competition, an event which will be remembered in times to come. And also, good afternoon to all the DSA members, especially the vice presidents, the executive committee members and the council members, and also Sundar sir, Rajat, and everyone else who's been part of this this event. Well, now I think I need to tell what this event is about. This thing started a few months back when I was of the view that to grow the game, it is very important that football has to be played from a very, very, very young age. But when you give a football to a child, the child doesn't know what to do. So it's very important for the child to know that winning and losing is important. So for that, competition is very important. From that angle, globally, in all the developed football nations, there are competitions which are called the grassroots leagues, which is basically age categories of under 6, under 8, under 10, under 12, where boys and girls are playing together. And those are the ages where football is, they take baby steps, but that is the time when football is the most important when it comes to development. So yes, this mammoth league, we'll be calling it as the Delhi Future Stars, which will cover baby leagues, which is called the grassroots league, which is called under 6, under 8, under 10, 12, and then it is the youth league, which is the under 13, under 15, under 17, and under 19 boys, and under 15, under 17 girls. This will also include, for the first time, school league, which will be under 13, under 15, under 17. So in total, we are expected to have more than 5,000 children playing across 4 months in Delhi, NCR, which according to me and the 9 years of experience which I have, this would be one of the biggest youth league in the country. And to make this happen, Delhi government has taken this initiative of building the future of Indian football by using this as an initiative where I hope many other states would also look up to this. And by doing that, it has given, or it will give, a lot of opportunity, platform, a structured pathway to all the children, academies, clubs, schools who look up to playing football. And in that, HCL has come as a title sponsor, which is great for Indian football. And thanks a lot, Shikhar, for making this happen, because being a football lover and as a president of Delhi Soccer Association, it is very important that corporates like HCL join hands to make this game successful game where parents also want to send their children. And so going forward, I would say that yes, there are certain elements which would be covered in this league. One is that most of the matches will be shown live through our online platforms, which will help the parents to also see their children, how they play, without them coming physically on the ground. We are expected to have over 50 football pitches on which football matches will be played. There will be over 3,500 matches which will be played across these age categories in the coming 4 months. So, I have limited words to talk about the mammoth and the level at which this league would be played. So once again, thanks a lot for making this dream come true for me, for the members of the Delhi Soccer Association, and as Delhi Soccer Association, I would like to promise that this league would be a very successful league, and we will make sure that this is just the start, and in years to come, this league will become much bigger. More and more children will become part of this league, and this will become a name to reckon, not only in Delhi NCR but in the country. Thank you once again.
Thank you so much, Arun sir. Now I request Mr. Shikhar Malhotra from HCL to share a few words with our audience.
Thank you. Okay. I'm delighted to be here today on behalf of HCL, and I'm happy to meet all of the people from Delhi Soccer Association and to announce a partnership with Future Stars League. As a football lover, and just like what Anand said, both of us share a lot of passion in sports and in football specifically. We've endeavored to support sport at every level in a variety of sports. And in the world of football, what we really admire is that as a sport, it is a great equalizer. It's not difficult to play the sport, and it's a great uniter of interest. When you play, you speak a common language on the pitch, and we work a lot in education, so we always advocate to parents that get your children to play a lot more sports. It quite frankly keeps them out of trouble, and it doesn't cost a lot, and it keeps them very grounded. It's a great learning platform as well. there are not, like I said, there are not many sports like football actually out there, and for better or worse, there are some good platforms, and then there were not some good platforms. But what we really admire with what Delhi Soccer Association here is they're creating this incredible platform, which not only is very well designed, but I am confident that it will be very well executed. And we're proud to be title sponsors of the Future Stars League. The power that football possesses is second to none, and we've produced a lot of great players for the country. Every one of them has played at the grassroots level, and if you ask any professional football player on what they think the country needs to do, they will tell you it needs to firstly invest a lot more at the grassroots level. Grassroots level investments have been there, but if you go and you see the experience, you'll see that sometimes the experience it can be good, sometimes it is not very good, it's not very well organized. But we really like what we see with the plan that Delhi Soccer Association has put forward for this league, because it's very well thought through. The construct and the organization of it builds a lot of confidence in us that it will be the first of its kind, and we hope that it will set a benchmark across the country for such a plan. At HCL, we have a long history of supporting sports. We have been title sponsors for Squash Federation, for the Bridge Federation, and now for cycling as well. We just concluded a major cycling event in Chennai, and we are taking this national. We have it now in Noida and in Chennai as well. Football will be the fifth sport that HCL will be involved in, and we're hoping that we'll have a long journey with the sport of football, and we'll build it from here as well. I just also want to thank Anuj and his colleagues at Delhi Soccer Association for putting this together, and I'm very proud. I'm very happy to hear that the Delhi government has also partnered for prize distribution and a variety of other benefits that will come there, because I think that this will be a great beginning for many years to come. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Shikhar sir. And now I request our chief guest to say a few words. Sir, please.
Thank you so much. Shikhar ji from HCL Corporation and Anuj from Delhi Soccer Association. I think a wonderful initiative has been taken up by Delhi Soccer Association. We have observed in Delhi that majority of our medals, if we compare it to that parameter, they generally come in power games, and that too, it's only the outer Delhi that plays that. Recently, in Asian Games also, we had Kabaddi team winning gold. The captain of the Kabaddi team is from Delhi, from Bhavana region. So we have seen that Kabaddi, wrestling, boxing, these are the games that have been played traditionally in Delhi. We have Chhatrasat Stadium where we have two Olympians who have been there. Ravi Dahiya is one of them, who is still, last time he won silver in Olympics. However, we have not been able to promote other sports. In fact, the sports that are actually popular in a lot of schools. We find that soccer is students in Delhi schools, both private and government, they want to really play soccer, football, but they don't have coaches, or they don't have the fields where they can play. I think Delhi Soccer Association has taken a wonderful initiative in devising this Delhi Future Stars League. And the best part about it is that it starts right from the early age. We generally have leagues which are focusing on under 15, under 17, but we hardly find any league starting from under 6. So the idea is to promote right from the grassroots up to the youth level. So I think they have kept in mind that it has to be a long-term measure. If we really want to make football a very popular sport in India, and we really want to see our Indian team playing one day in FIFA, then we have to promote right from the grassroots. And the good part is that we have around more than 130 teams, 150 teams that will be participating. 6,500 students, youths will be taking part. So we have made available all our grounds to Delhi Soccer Association. We have some big grounds in Delhi like Tyagrat Stadium, Chhattisgarh Stadium, and other grounds East Vinod Nagar. We also have artificial turf in Pitampura. All those grounds we are making available so that youth can play matches over there, and these grounds become, in future budding sport fields from where our footballers come out. We are also in the process of tying up with the DSA for a long-term promotion of football in Delhi, and I'm really very happy that HCL Corporation has come forward in partnering with DSA. It's a wonderful initiative that has been taken up, and we will, from Directorate of Education and Sports, Government of Delhi, will support it fully. Thank you.
So, thank you, Manju sir. And now we are going to play a video, so I request each and everyone to look at the screen.
And especially Delhi Soccer Association, that after 97 years of its existence, a company like HCL is coming on board to help promote, develop grassroots football in Delhi. So it's definitely an honor for all of us to be part of this journey, and I hope that HCL as a group and DSA coming together would not only make this football grow this year, but this partnership could be a long-lasting partnership, which would definitely help boys and girls from 6 years to the amateur level. They're able to develop better footballers, and one day they'll be able to represent the national team. And this whole exercise of this league would play a big role. To make sure this league becomes a success, it will be a great effort which will be put by the Secretariat of DSA, and we would definitely need the support of not only DSA but also the players, the parents, the coaches, the sponsors, and everyone to come together.
HCL has a rich history of sponsoring sports across the country, and today we're very excited to announce yet another partnership of this kind with Delhi Soccer Association to create a platform where we can tap into the immense potential of football players in the city of Delhi NCR. We are going to be, the partnership will sponsor 1,700 matches with over 6,500 players playing, and we're thrilled and excited to see what will unfold and create HCL Future Stars, where we'll be able to identify the future talent of this country.
मुझे बहुत ही खुशी हो रही है ये बताते हुए कि डायरेक्टरेट ऑफ एजुकेशन एंड स्पोर्ट्स गवर्नमेंट ऑफ दिल्ली इन एसोसिएशन विद दिल्ली सॉकर एसोसिएशन एंड सपोर्टेड बाय HCL दिल्ली फ्यूचर स्टार्स स्पोर्ट्स यूथ लीग लॉन्च करने जा रहा है, जिसके अंदर 4,000 से ज्यादा बच्चे, 350 से ज्यादा टीमें सॉकर के अंदर पार्टिसिपेट करने जा रही हैं, और ये पहली बार हो रहा है ऐसा देश के अंदर कि 6 साल से लेकर 19 साल तक के बच्चों की एक कंप्लीट वाइड रेंज के अंदर एक सॉकर लीग होने जा रही है। मैं बहुत बधाई देता हूँ दिल्ली सॉकर एसोसिएशन को, और मैं सभी बच्चों को अर्ज करता हूँ कि जरूर इस यूथ लीग के अंदर पार्टिसिपेट करें और इसको एक सक्सेसफुल मिशन बनाएं। धन्यवाद।
Please do mention your name and publication house, and then go ahead with your question. You want? Yeah.
Good afternoon. I'm Sanjay Agarwal. I represent the newspaper and I cover the Ministry of Sports as well. So my question one is to HCL. Yeah, so Shikhar. So you're doing it for Delhi right now, but HCL is present across the country. So in the future, would when the 6 years old and 19, that old people who have missed that football thing, so would you take it across the country?
So the frank answer is that wherever we have gotten into the other 4 sports, we started with something because we wanted to understand the potential, and then we have expanded. But we did not start necessarily to say that we're going to create a 10-year plan. So we're starting similarly, that we want to start with one initiative first. And then we want to actually learn through that initiative. When we do these initiatives, we take them very seriously so that we can have that understanding and then use that maybe to possibly scale it. But we've done that in squash and cycling. We started in a small way, and then we've sort of become larger in that field over there in helping those sports. So at this point, I think that's all I can say about it.
Thank you. My question to him actually, so when you're associating with Delhi, so what's going to be the basic selection process for getting students on board? Maybe Anuji can answer.
I think Anuji would be better to answer because we have
Very many these, boys and girls, that's going to be both, right?
No, so the question is that how we will select the teams?
Yeah, I mean, suppose a 26-year-old wants to come in
Yeah,
and join you. So how is he going to apply? The school is going to do it. What's going to be the process?
I think. So basically in Delhi, the football ecosystem is divided into clubs, academies, schools. So clubs are generally the members of the Delhi Soccer Association. So they also have the youth teams. So they will be participating in whichever age category they have teams. Same will be with the private academies. And the schools per se, they will, right now they'll only be playing under 13, under 15, under 17, under 19. The younger age categories, the private academies would be participating in the under 6 to under 12. And there is no selection from our side. It is open to all the kids to participate through their academies or school or clubs. Because what we want is, we want more the merrier. And the numbers which we have said, these are the numbers which are already registered with us. So because one more thing is that we have, I forgot to mention that we'll be launching this on the 30th of October. So the league will be launched on the 30th of October from Chhatrapati Stadium. And from that day, all the matches would start across different grounds. It is for the first time that they'll be home and away, which has been a normal way of football, playing in club football. So that home and away concept would be launched in the youth level. And as Himanshu said that there are, the Delhi government would be providing football infrastructure. So those infrastructure will be used to have school leagues and grassroots leagues as well. So in total, expected number of so there is no individual kid can apply. Obviously, whichever kid is playing, he'll be playing for any academy or school. So then that academy or school or the club has to apply to DSA to register. We have an online platform which is given to us by the All India Football Federation. All these players are under that. They are registered under that, where we also check their age verification, and we do all the as per the rules and regulations of AFL, they have to comply with all that. And based on that, the teams are finalized, and then the league is launched.
Like just now, the Subroto Cup was over. It's the before. So are those players also going to given a chance?
Yes,
or they
yes.
cannot?
Yes. Everyone is allowed, because this competition will be a new competition which will be added in the existing football ecosystem. So the idea is that globally, any developed nation, they give 50 to 60 games per year. So, and an under 6 also gets 50 to 60 games a year. So by the time he is turning professional, which is 16 years, he has already played 600 plus games. And that is where India as a country will lack. We give them the opportunity to play matches after they start showing some levels. But by then, it's already late. And that is where, the grassroots league, according to me, is the future of Indian football.
Hi, Anuj Karan. I have covered Delhi sports for 36 years, including DSA league, probably you are not on that. Sorry. So, simple question, both stemming from whatever you have spoken about age. So, we've seen a perpetual story coming out of age fraud, especially Super Bowl. And you are dealing with such young age, 6, 8, 10, 12. So then we are heading over that. What are the measures you're going to put in place to check the age so that there's no age slot, because that's been kind of vague in Indian sports. Because if you are playing under 14 or probably 17 or 18. Thank you.
Well, I wish I had the the perfect answer for eradicating the age fraud. But I think the best practices we have to follow, and one of the best practices to follow is to make sure that we do TW3 tests on children who are less than 16, because that's what the TW3 is able to identify. However, because of the numbers, we're talking about over 4,000 only till 16, because after 16, 17, 19, 3,000, couple of thousand more. In that, doing a TW3, practically it takes many months, because there are only few centers where we recognize, and from those centers only we allow the TW3 to happen. So what we have done is that one, that the birth certificate has to be within 1 year of registration, which has become one of the parameters from AFL. Second is the TW3. Third, getting when it comes to school, getting a letter from the school in terms of the age verification, and the principal will give on their letter that this is the age as per their record. Fourth is for students who are from Delhi. If we identify that there is a possibility of age fraud, we can get the details from MCD in terms of their real birth certificate. So these are some of the parameters which we will try to follow. But still, for me to say that there will be no age fraud, I mean that will be.
I did not think that.
But yes, these are some of the parameters which we, and definitely that this is also one of the reasons why India internationally in football we are not able to accomplish that, because as you rightly said, under 14, 17-year-olds are playing. So, but yes, this would also be one of our main goals to identify, and if there is something like this happening, we will make sure that our committee takes strict actions against the perpetrators.
सरकार इसमें इन्वॉल्व है और 6,500 लोग खिलाड़ी शामिल हैं, तो सरकारी जो स्कूल है उनके बच्चों की कितनी भागीदारी रहेगी?
हमारे जो सरकारी स्कूल के बच्चे हैं, वी हैव आल्सो डन अ टाई अप विद दिल्ली सॉकर एसोसिएशन कि हम इनको अपनी 2 मेजर फील्ड्स दे रहे हैं, जिसके अंदर 50% ये जो बच्चे लेंगे. दिस इज सेपरेट फ्रॉम दिस लीग. We have given them East Vinodnagar complex as well as in Pithampura, Amalwas, जो हमारा recently एस्ट्रोटर्फ बना है, to Delhi Soccer Association, with a condition that 50% of the student or the youth who will be playing in these two stadiums under DSA, they should be government school students and they should be given free of cost training. So we are trying to promote football in a big way.
इसके अंदर एक और चीज है, मैं गवर्नमेंट स्कूल्स भी इसमें पार्टिसिपेट कर रहे हैं, बिकॉज स्कूल लीग के अंदर हर एज कैटेगरी के अंदर कम से कम 2 से 3 टीमें गवर्नमेंट स्कूल की भी आ रही हैं, अंडर 13 में, 15 में, 17 में, 19 में. सो हमारी पार्टिसिपेशन गवर्नमेंट स्कूल्स की भी है.
सर इसी में याद करना है बात कि जैसे अगर जो गवर्नमेंट स्कूल के बच्चे हैं वो पार्ट ले रहे हैं, लाइक फुटबॉल इज अ स्पोर्ट जिसमें एक प्रॉपर सेट ऑफ एक्सेसरीज भी होता है, शूज एक स्पेशलाइज शूज होते हैं, तो उसके लिए गवर्नमेंट स्कूल के बच्चों के लिए क्या मतलब हेल्प जो है वो कहाँ से मिलेगी, आइदर फ्रॉम गवर्नमेंट और डीएसए, कौन उनको मतलब
सी जहाँ तक स्पोर्ट्स किट्स की बात है, सो वी प्रोवाइड स्पोर्ट्स किट्स टू आवर गवर्नमेंट स्कूल स्टूडेंट्स दैट वी टेक.
Ramesh from the Hindu, for the under 6, under 8 and all, what will be the duration of the matches and what will be the size of the ground if there is any change?
Well, in that, we have very senior members here who also are in the AFF standing committee. Before I give it to them to share some exact factual figures, I just want to say that we will be complying as per the AFF, which is governed under the FIFA. And as AFF has just taken out the Blue Cups initiative, which is a rebranded concept. It is the grassroots league. we will follow the same. The idea is that in a more practical manner, the full field would be divided into at least 6 grounds, and then in the full field there will be under 6, 8, 10, 12, all the age categories will be playing on one ground itself. And these matches, particularly the grassroots leagues, would only happen on the weekends, because obviously the parents would be accompanying the children, and that is very important for us that the parents come with them, because they are the ones who will actually be the ambassadors to their children. And but if you want to have the numbers, I mean, either I can, I ask Mr. Pinkanjeet or Rizwan sir to say.
Just the duration, because now you have said that one
Duration, I think it's any of you.
It's 15 minutes each half.
Okay. Thank you.
It will be as per the regulation, it will be decided and it will be
Thank you.
done.
Do we have more questions? Yes.
Yeah, actually you mentioned that the league can be go for the 4 months long. So how it will be accountable for the players to be on the part of that league for a particular for the 4 months, because we see that there will be so many of gaps. So to sustain anything for the players, should be there any method such that the players can be in the momentum for the 4 months, like the team going from the first round till the final.
No, so the question is that whether the player will be able to play for 4 months.
Yeah.
See, as I said, that this is the start, and for instance, I'll give an example. In 2014, when ISL started, ISL was only for 3 to 4 months, right? But gradually they have increased to 6 months. So it is when you start the league, it takes time. Definitely there will be a lot of injuries, and that is why we have made it mandatory that in all the fields we need to have physios. The first aid is mandatory, and ambulances would be mandatory. So in totality, this is a building of an ecosystem, and once this year would be, I would say, the hardest, because it is most of the schools, academies, they are putting these 4 months in their calendar, because otherwise all the clubs, they're looking for tournaments, and most of the tournaments are only for 4 days, 5 days, for 1 week, 10 days, and it is generally a knockout. You play one match, you lose, you're out. If you win, then you go forward. But this is a league format. And here the minimum number of matches which we are expected to give to every child is minimum 20. And our aim is to reach 50 in a year. Because we're starting late this year because it takes time when you launch something. But next season, I'm very hopeful that we'll start early so that we are able to accomplish that 50 margin, because that's what I believe.
Any other questions? My question was with all that, whatever that ecosystem you're building, so we remember more of Baichu would be a Delhi and David Beckham in India.
I'll give you an answer. 2034 is when Asia will get the World Cup. Yeah, and I think Saudi Arabia has, hopefully they're bidding for the FIFA World Cup in 2034. And here I have to say because that's what I feel, but everyone has their own way. But I think that the generation is born who will take India to the World Cup. Okay, so all this, what we are doing today, in 10 years' time, these kind of leagues would be all over India. So this league would become as an example to other states to copy, or to also have it. In 2038, even though initially I said 2030, but because of pandemic there was a lot of things we didn't expect. But 2038, you can mark it. We will see India in the World Cup, and all this what we are doing is going into the ecosystem of producing those players who will take India to the World Cup, and we will produce the first Indian to play in the top division in Europe.
Another way to look at it is that we have had Pelés and Beckhams and Ronaldos, but they were left behind at the grassroots level only.
What did you say? For the Olympics you're building?
2034. 36. So yeah, and
So that was great. On this note, we are ending the HCL Delhi Future Stars League press conference. But before that, I would like to request Arvind sir, please present the ball to Shikhar sir and Himanshu sir. Wow, great. Thank you so much.
जी सर बताइए।
नमस्ते, मेरा नाम है अनुज गुप्ता, मैं अध्यक्ष हूँ दिल्ली सॉकर एसोसिएशन का। और आज का ये दिन बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण और यादगार रहेगा, क्योंकि आज हमने दिल्ली की सबसे बड़ी यूथ लीग लॉन्च करी है। उसका नाम दिया गया है दिल्ली फ्यूचर स्टार्स। उसमें 3 कैटेगरी की फुटबॉल लीग चलेगी। एक तो ग्रास रूट लीग कहते हैं, जो कि अंडर 6, अंडर 8, अंडर 10, अंडर 12 होगी, जिसमें बॉयज़ और गर्ल्स एक साथ खेलेंगे। और फिर यूथ लीग होगी, वो अंडर 13, 15, 17, 19 बॉयज़, अंडर 15, अंडर 17 गर्ल्स। और एक फ्यूचर स्टार स्कूल लीग होगी, जो कि अंडर 13, 15, 17 बॉयज़ और 15 एंड 17 गर्ल्स खेली जाएगी। इसके अंदर 6,000 से ज़्यादा बच्चे पार्टिसिपेट करेंगे। 3 से 4 महीने की ये लीग होगी। इसके अंदर कम से कम नहीं तो 30 से ज़्यादा ग्राउंड यूज़ होंगे फुटबॉल के मैचेस कराने के लिए। तो ये इस टाइप की, और इसके अंदर दिल्ली गवर्नमेंट का ये बहुत बड़ा इनिशिएटिव है, जिसके अंदर हमने दिल्ली सॉकर एसोसिएशन को जोड़ा है। और HCL, जो कि इंडिया की सबसे बड़ी और वन ऑफ द बिगेस्ट टेक्नोलॉजी कंपनी है, वो जुड़ी है एज अ टाइटल स्पॉन्सर। तो मुझे लगता है कि ये तीनों दिल्ली गवर्नमेंट, HCL और दिल्ली सॉकर एसोसिएशन तीनों मिलके ये लीग को बहुत अच्छी और सक्सेसफुल बनाएंगे। और आगे आने वाले टाइम में ये लीग सिर्फ 3 से 4 महीने की नहीं होगी, ये 6 से 7 महीने की होगी। और इसको देख के मेरा मानना है कि और भी स्टेट में इस टाइप की लीग आयोजन कराई जाएंगे।
सर जैसे कि आपने बताया कि ये 65,000 से बच्चे ज़्यादा पार्टिसिपेट कर रहे हैं, तो कितने मैचेस बताया आपने, कितने मैचेस हो जाएंगे टोटल?
इसके अंदर जो एस्टिमेटेड नंबर ऑफ मैचेस है 2500 से ज़्यादा मैचेस होंगे, जो कि मुझे लगता है 4 महीने के अंदर कराना कोई इतना आसान नहीं है, क्योंकि मैचेस के अलावा और भी चीज़ें होती हैं। स्कूल भी देखना होता है, बहुत सारी चीज़ें होती हैं। पर हमें पूरा विश्वास है कि हमारी टीम और हमारी जितनी कमेटी मेंबर्स हैं, वो मिलके इस पूरे लीग को ऐतिहासिक लीग बनाएंगे।
तो ये जो मैचेस हो रहे हैं, ये स्टेडियम्स में ही रखे जाएंगे या स्कूल्स ग्राउंड भी यूज़ किए जाएंगे, कहाँ किए जाएंगे?
तो इसके अंदर स्टेडियम के ग्राउंड, जैसे कि मिस्टर हिमांशु गुप्ता डायरेक्टर एजुकेशन ने कहा, छत्रसाल स्टेडियम, जागरा स्टेडियम, विनोद नगर स्टेडियम, प्रीतमपुरा में उनका आर्टिफिशियल टर्फ अभी बना है, प्लस स्कूल के ग्राउंड्स भी यूज़ होंगे, अकेडमीज के ग्राउंड भी यूज़ होंगे। इन टोटल हमारे एक्सपेक्टेड नंबर ऑफ ग्राउंड्स 35 से 40 ग्राउंड हम यूज़ करेंगे दिल्ली NCR के अंदर।
अच्छा, ये फर्स्ट टाइम शुरू किया जा रहा है, तो एक्सपेक्टेड है कि ये हर साल किया जाएगा या 1-2 साल का गैप दे के किया जाएगा, किस तरह से किया जाएगा?
ये हर साल किया जाएगा और हर साल इसको और बढ़ाया जाएगा, क्योंकि जैसे मैंने कहा कि हर बच्चे को 50 से 60 गेम साल के देने। अभी इस लीग के अंदर 20 गेम हर बच्चे को मिलेंगे और आगे हमारा यही रहेगा मकसद कि अक्टूबर की बजाय हम ये जुलाई में शुरू करें, जिससे कि 20 के 40-50 गेम साल के मिलें।
थैंक यू सर।